And I am Miss Cole, and I'll be the instructor for the time period for this unit. So this is a carryout data unit, and it's a unit that is a part of your training and is a unit that allows you to be certified in the food and beverage course. All right, so it's not a unit that you can really get away from. Persons might say they don't like IT or whatever it is, but it's just a unit that you have to do. All right, so for this unit, you'll have 2 theory, 2 practical, like all other of your clusters. 2 theory and 2 practical. You're going to have an assignment, which will be given today. So your assignment will be given to you today. And will be due on the 1st of October. So your assignment will be given today and due on the 1st of October. It will be a peer assignment. That means you'll be done in. So 2 persons for the assignment. It will be done in pairs. Right? So that will be your next theory will be a test. So it'll be a project, then a test, and then your practical component will be a practical test. Sorry about that. One sec, please. I'm trying to let you kiss Miss Hill, but it's not admitting. Sorry, just don't know why they are not admitting, but they can listen back in. All right, so let you look at the assignment. Just a quick question. Are all persons with a raise of hands, were you able to log on to the Moodle site? Great. Okay, thank you very much. What about what happened with Marsha and all right, great. Now all your internals will be done on the Moodle site. That means you will be sent to the Moodle site, right? And you'd upload to the Moodle site. So your project and everything will be done on the Moodle, be uploaded to the Moodle site after you're finished. So nothing will be, so your grades will be going to be done on the Moodle site. Your internals and your externals are done on the site, right? I'm trying to admit Alex and Miss Hill, but they seem to have weak internet, so that's probably what is just taking them for coming on. But, yes, yeah.
I'm not able to log in my own.
That's Georgia. All right, Georgia, but after the class, I will assist you. All right.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to go through the assignment itself to let you have an understanding of what I'm looking for the assignment. As I said before, it's a pair, so you would have to put yourselves in groups of 2 in order to do the assignment. Let me know when you're seeing the screen, please. Okay. So it is a research. We're researching the following questions. So there are 15 questions, and you will be researching on them. It is valid at 50% of your final theory grade, right? So it's 50% of your final theory grade. As I stated before, you have 2 theory, a test, and this assignment. And it must be done in a PowerPoint format. So you must do the assignment in a PowerPoint format. Right? So these are the questions, 15 questions. You must have a table of contents. You must have an introduction, acknowledgement, conclusion, and bibliography as a part of the assignment. Right? So it's a research on these 15 questions. And then now it is due on October 1. So you get this today. This will be sent to you today via email. However, it must be uploaded to the Moodle site. But just for this class, it will be given to you via email. Moving forward, everything you will have to go to the Moodle site to get the assignment. Yes, Adams, you have that question?
No, miss.
Okay, I'm seeing your hand up. All right, so that is really, so you can, once you get it, you will see the assignment and you can read. If you're having any questions, you can ask me. I will be available via email, and I will give you that email as well.
Miss say, sir, you're going to send out information to us through our email.
Right.
Okay.
You'll get, yes. But as I said, it's only for this assignment. All other assignments will be go through the Moodle site. Anything else will be done through the Moodle site. All right, any questions so far?
Miss, are you sharing a screen?
No, I stopped sharing. I am trying to, yeah. So the first date, let me just give you the dates that you must have in your mind, because we're going to be finishing this unit by the end of October. So these are the dates to have in mind. So October 1 would be for the due date for the assignment. October 13 will be for the theory test, and October 27 will be for the practical component. Those are the dates we're going to try to stick with. Right? So those are the dates we're going to be trying to work with. October 1, October 13, and October 27. So we'll be able to wrap up this unit by that time. So all your internals should be finished by the 27th of October, all being well.
You say 113 on the 27th, Miss?
Yes, October 1, October 13th, and October 27th. Those are the dates we are going to be working with for all internals. All right, so let's get cracking. So today we're going to be doing some theoretical aspect of the class. Next class, we would start with the practical part of the class. Now, when it comes to the practical, we're going to be doing Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and Internet. For persons so you would have to do, I give an activity after each class, and I do expect persons to do the activities for the class. There's on the Moodle site as well. I also have some little mini quizzes that you can also go in and do as well once you feel you're ready to do so. Right, so that for able to practice towards your final exams. So you have mini quiz on it as well. You have all your internals on it as well, and also the assignments will be uploaded to that platform. So let us go into some theory. And this too as well will be what I'm going through today will also be sent to you. And this is the order. So for the teaching of the theory part, it's today. All other things. So if what I normally do is send you practice questions, and also before the test we do a revision for that aspect of it. So you should be fine. So let's get cracking. Let me know if you're seeing the screen, please. Are you seeing the screen?
Yes.
Everybody seeing it? I only hear one person's.
Yes, Miss.
All right, good.
Yes, Miss.
All right, so when you hear computers, what do we think about when we hear the word computer? What we think about? Anyone? When you hear about computer, what do you think about?
Something that stores information, miss.
All right, so you say store. Anybody else? Anybody else want to try it? Tell me what is a computer. When you hear what is that? What do you hear computer? What do you believe it is? Give me a little definition what you think it is. Anybody else? Come on, man. Let me hear. You use computer all the time. So
Technology, miss.
when you hear computer, you think of technology. Give me what you think. Give me a little definition. What you think will be give me a minute. What you think a computer is? Give me a little. Give me an exact. Well, give me a brief
An
definition.
electronic device that stores information.
All right. Thank you. Anybody else? Anybody else?
Mr. Computer is a device that stores and processes data.
All right. So somebody says stores and process. Somebody else says storing. All right, we're on the right track. Anybody else want to give it a try? All right, so before you can store anything, what do you think? Or before you can process anything, what do you think will be the first thing that will have to happen before you can do any of those things? Come again?
Miss, you have a program the computer.
Yes, but that's not what really I'm looking for. What's the first thing you'll have to do before you can, what's the first thing will have to happen before you can process or store anything? Before you can store information, before you can process information, what would have to be done first?
So you have to turn it on first, miss.
that that's that is something that is expected.
Me save it.
No, that saving will be the last.
You have to make the device is working.
Yes, but no, I like to work, man. Everything will work. But what will have to first happen?
You would have to load up.
It load up already. Everything load up already. But what do you have to do first?
Miss, you have a switch on the on button, miss.
You will order that do already, man.
It's type the information.
Thank you. We have to input the information. That's the first thing. If the information don't input, we can't do anything. So we must input first. Now, after you input, then what do you think happens after you input the information?
You save it.
No, it's not safe. It's not safe.
Whatever you ask it for.
No, you know. When you, okay, so tell me something. Think of your brain. When information goes in there, what happens? What is it doing?
It processes it.
Good, it's the same way. After it input in the computer, it processes the information. Right? And then what do you think happens after that?
It should give you a feedback.
Good, and the feedback is what we probably would say we call output. And then now eventually we can able to store. Storage is normally last because you can choose to store or choose not to store even after processing. Yes? Right? Yes or no? What
Yes.
we choose? So it's even for your brain. You choose what is, your brain chooses what to process and what not to process. And I mean, or what to save and what not to save. So at the end of the day, it's not what to save everything, but it's the same way for the computer. So here is a little definition. A computer is an electronic device operating under the control of instructions, which is what we call software. It is stored in its own memory unit that can accept data, which is input. It manipulates the data, which is the processing, and it produces the information, which is the output. Right? So that's basically how a computer works. And after all of that, now you can choose to store the information. Right? So the input, then process, then output, then store. Can you name me now some input devices? What are some input devices that you can name? What are some devices that can be able to input information into the computer?
Thumb drive.
No, that's not one at all. Mm-mm. Thumb drive is not an input. What do you use thumb drive to do?
Keyboard, miss.
All right, great. Keyboard is one. Any more, please?
CD.
No, CD is not one at all. Input. Look at all your input information into the computer. So keyboard, yes. Come
It's
again?
the mouse.
The mouse. Good. Come again. What was that?
Yeah.
The scanner. That's what you're saying?
Mr. Scanner. Miss the microphone.
Right, so the scanner, yes, and the microphone, because the microphone inputs the voice aspect of it. Great. So those are some input devices. What are some output devices?
Miss the speaker.
The speaker, good. Can somebody try letting that person, please? Because I'm not able to do so. The speaker, good. Anything else? Give me some more output devices.
The monitor, miss.
Great, the monitor. Now, the monitor now is that first output. Once you input, you're seeing it right away. So that's the first output. Great. Anything else? What are some other output devices? Come on, you don't know it, you know, and just start thinking. Come on. Output. Think of output. Think of anything that is coming out from the computer.
It's the plug.
You know, serious. Look. What about print? What about printer? That one we only use all the time. Only forget about that one. Hello. Printer is also an output device. What about some storage devices? Who can give me some storage devices?
Thumb drive.
Great, the thumb drive. Anything else? Ladies and gentlemen, please, this is a participating class. I am not able to see persons when I am sharing the screen. So
Microsim, Miss. Like microchip.
are you talking about the memory card?
Memory card, yes, Miss.
Okay. Right, the memory card is a storage device. Anything else? Some persons mentioned it earlier, you know.
Is a thumb drive?
Yes, somebody said that before. Yes, that is one. Anything else? So we get thumb drive already. We got, what was the other one? The memory card. What else? Some persons were naming it as input. So
Mouse is an
input device.
no, I'm asked the CDs. Yes, I'm asking about storage. Mouse is an input.
Miss, the memory of the computer, miss. Where you store the information.
To an extent, yes. But I'm more looking for the externals or the more visible input, the output storage devices. All right, so let's look at this picture. So here we have the printer, as we stated, is output. Scanner is input. What would be the headphone with the microphone? What will we call it? Will this be input, output? What will it be? Storage? What will this be? This one here, the one that have the headphone with the microphone.
Output, miss.
Just output?
And input.
It will be both, yes, because it has both devices. You're able to hear, so that's the output, and you're able to speak, which is the input. What about the digital camera? What would you think? What kind of device would you think that would be? Once it is attached to the system unit, what would be what
Output, miss.
No. I'm sorry. It's not. Would it be out? Because what happens when you plug the camera to the computer, what actually are you doing? You're taking from the camera to the computer. Yes? Hello? Yes, no? Maybe so?
Yes, miss.
Right. So what will be the device then? What will be a digital camera then? Once it's attached to this, it will be what?
Input device.
It will be an input device once it's attached to the computer. So these are some pictures of the storage devices. The system unit now. No, look, remember, no, the system unit. The system unit. Now, all of this here, so where the box is, you see the arrow pointing where the system unit is, right? So the system unit is everything here. This all of the box is everything. That's a system unit. The CPU, persons might say this is the CPU here where it says system unit. It is not. The system unit is inside of the system unit. The CPU is inside of the system unit, right? And the system unit houses the memory and the processor. Any questions so far? Any questions? Are we clear? Yes, no, maybe so. Am I speaking to myself? Are we clear? Are we good?
Yes, miss.
If you want, oh, Come on, we have so many persons in the class. What is happening? Let me stop sharing a sec. Alex?
Looking at the screen, miss.
You're looking.
Hear me?
Latoya?
I'm looking at the screen. You know?
Yeah, but I want some more participation. Right? I am not able to see who, I'm not able to see the person's one. All right, so let's move on. Okay, so the computer performs 4 general operations, and we spoke about this earlier. It is called the processing cycle, and the processing cycle, it is input, then process, it gives an output, and then you're able to store. That's how the computer works. Input, process, it gives an output, and then it's store, and then you're able to store. So that's a process, that's what we call the processing cycle. What's the, right? Input, then process, then it gives an output, and it stores. Now, when you type something in the computer, when you input, right away, it is processing the information. And then now, right away, you're seeing an output with the monitor or the screen. And then now you can choose to store the information once you have done through all of that. So the computer works very quickly. When you input, it processes very quickly. And then now it gives an output. All right. So the input now is where the data is accepted from outside the computer or computer system. So that's the input. It is where data is accepted. The process, the data is manipulated according to instructions given. The storage is data and information which is stored for future use. So you can store your information either on your computer, you can store it on your flash drive, right? You can store it on a CD, right? So there are many different ways to store your information. And output is information produced, made available to the outside for use. Now, the computer is very powerful. However, it has a low failure rate. It is very reliable with a low failure rate. Now, what will cause a computer a computer's ability to perform the processing cycle with amazing speed? If you notice when you type, you're seeing it on the screen same time because the cycle is going very quickly, right? But one thing with the computer, when you type in anything, it is processing ones and zeros, so that these letters are ones and zeros to it, but it processes it to give it in readable format for you to understand. So the computer is very reliable, it is accurate. Whatever you put in is what you get out. So if you type stupidness, you get out stupidness. It has the ability to store large amount of information, huge, and it has the ability to communicate with other computers. Now, what is a main storage device on a computer system? What is our main storage device? Anyone? Come again?
CPU.
No, the CPU is the brain of the computer. That's not the storage. That's the brain. That's the processing.
Hard drive.
Yes, excellent. The hard drive is our main storage device. So when you say you're storing on your computer, you're actually storing on your hard drive, which is the main storage device of the computer system. All right, so there are 5 major components of a computer system. All right, before I go on, any questions, anyone? Any questions? Anything you're not clear on? So bare A's I expect to get when we come on to the test. Great. Now there are 5 major components of a computer. Input devices, the CPU, the memory, the output devices, and the storage devices. These are your primary components of a computer. The input device, the CPU, which is the brain of the computer. The brain is what processes it. Just like how your brain processes your information, it's the same way. The memory, the output devices, and the storage devices. Notice that the memory and storage devices is different. Your memory and your storage devices is different. Okay? So all these 5 components allow the computer to fully function. Without your monitor, you're not able to see anything. Without the storage device, you won't be able to store anything. Right? So each of them play a part. Each section play a part. Now here is a word that will come back to haunt you. This word is called peripheral, or you can say peripheral devices. Now it says peripheral are any device connected to and under the control of the CPU, which is the central processing unit. So question is, what are some peripheral devices then? Since this is saying that any device that is under the control of a CPU, what are some of the peripheral devices? Can you name any? Any device that is uncontrolled of the CPU. So what would be some of these devices that they're speaking about? Come guys. Alex?
The print.
What would be?
Miss, the printer could be one, miss.
Good. The printer. Yes. Anything else?
The mouse, miss.
The mouse. Good.
The headphone.
The headphone. Mm-hmm. Give me some more.
Digital camera as well.
Yes.
Photo.
Yes. So the thing is, all input devices are peripheral devices. All output devices are peripheral devices. All storage devices are peripheral devices. So all of these devices are peripheral. So if a question comes like, name 5 peripheral devices and explain them, you must be able to do so. Give a brief synopsis of what it is used for. All right. So we went through this earlier. Input devices, the CPU, which is the brain. Now the CPU, which is the brain, is a chip. See, there is a chip. So like bring the what we call the system unit and the CPU is two different things. So the CPU is the brain, which is the chip that is inside that allows the computer that processes the information. Right? So the CPU is the brain of the computer, the central processing unit. It is not the system unit and the CPU, it is two different things. The system unit houses the CPU. That means the CPU is inside of the system unit. All right, any questions, anybody? Are we clear so far?
Yes.
All right, now there are two main types of memory. There is random access memory and there is read-only memory. The random access memory is a temporary memory, but it is also the main memory of the computer. The read-only memory, it is etched on the chip and it has a startup direction for the computer. It is your permanent memory. So the random access memory is temporary and the read-only memory is permanent. One is temporary, which is a random access memory, and one is permanent. However, the random access memory is your main memory. And the read-only memory is one that is etched on the chip and it gives the computer startup direction. You must be able to give the difference between the both. Any question on that?
You can repeat that, please, miss?
All right, so you have the random access memory, which is our temporary memory, but it is also the main memory of the computer. The read-only memory is the permanent memory, and it also gives the computer startup directions. All right, so you have the two types of memory, read-only memory and random access memory. Random access memory is temporary, and this is the main memory, and read-only memory, it is the permanent memory. So you must know the difference between the two. We went through output, so you can read up these things. What are some output devices? You can read up the different definitions for that. We spoke about the hard drive. It is also called the hard disk, which is our main storage device. So we won't get deep into that. You can read up that on your own. So software. Now, for a computer, the hardware works with the software. Now, the computer software is the software that softwares can be characterized in there are two main types of software: your operating system software and your application software. Anybody think they could have given me the difference between the operating system software and the application software? Anybody think they could tell me what they think the difference between the two is? What would be the difference between the operating system software and the application software? Anyone? Anybody? Don't all rush at once to speak. What is, I think, the difference between the operating system software and the application software?
Miss, the operating system manage the hardware and create the interface between the hardware and the user, miss, and the application software categorize and program anything that you do.
All right.
Basic for the computer.
All right. Thanks for that. So, yes, the operating system software works alongside with the hardware, and yet it does communicate. So the operating software tells the computer how to perform the functions of loading, storing, and executing an application. So it allows it. So when you see Windows, what is the newest Windows now on computers? Windows what?
14.
We have 14 now? Yeah.
Windows 8.
Windows 8 is one, yes. What is there something after Windows 8?
10.
Windows 10. All right. So anybody can name any before Windows 8 and 10?
Three, miss.
Where you get that one from? Windows 3? Never heard of that one still. Anybody ever heard about you had Windows? You have Windows 8. Windows, what about? Look at this older one here, Windows 98. That is probably before your. And
Good morning, miss.
hello? Yeah.
Hello, good morning. Miss, I apologize for my lateness. I am sorry about
Okay. All right. So we before Windows 8. Anybody can tell me what came before Windows 8?
7.
Great. Windows 7 came before Windows 8. So those other doors, what you're naming out, are operating system software. And that software is what is etched on the chip. And it gives the computer startup instructions. Right? So the operating system software tells the computer how to perform the functions of loading. So it is that is what is already on the chip once it is loading up. Right? So your operating system software tells the computer how to perform the functions. Now the application software are programs that tells the computer how to produce the information. Here are some examples: the word processing, spreadsheet, database, and graphics. These are some examples. Can anybody give me any more application softwares other from what I have there? Hello? Come on, you know them? Give me some other application softwares, please. The application software is the same thing you want to call apps.
WhatsApp.
I'm not hearing you.
Miss WhatsApp.
Yes, WhatsApp is an application software. Anything else? Give me some that are normally on the computer. Give me some that is normally on the computer.
It's like Google Chrome, Miss.
Google Chrome, yes. That's an application software. But we put that under internet software as well, right? But it is an application software. Anything else?
Is it Zoom?
Miss,
Yes, Zoom
like
is a
we will
software.
do as
Go ahead.
Miss Microsoft where?
You have to be more specific.
Miss, like where we do projects and those stuff, Miss.
Give me the example, please. What do you do your projects on? You have to give me an example. Be more specific.
Miss, like words.
Okay, good. Word is one, yes. Anything else?
Microsoft spreadsheet.
Right, I already have it right here on the screen already. I want more that is not, that I don't have on the screen. I want something else. Come on. Give me some more, give me some more.
Miss, the camera on the computer.
No. Well, yes, yes, you know, the camera is a software. Any program, those are programs.
Games on the computer.
The what?
The games on the computer.
Yes, different games on computer can, and something else. So, all right. So the application software, you must be able to name at least 4 and explain them. Right? I am not going to go into these. You'll have to read up on your own time. All right, so the email. Can anybody tell me what is an email? Or give me first of all, give me another word for email, please.
Electronic mail.
Electronic mail, great. So, what is an email? What is email?
Miss, an email is the transmission of a message from one person to another.
Is it a person? Is
or
it really
the company? Or
It's not necessarily the company either. It is the device that you use. Right? So the electronic mail is a transmission of messages and files via a computer network. Right? So give me some examples of some emails that we know of. Some types of emails.
Yahoo.
Yahoo Mail, yes. Anything else? Anybody else? Give me some examples of some emails, please.
Miss, you have Gmail and Hotmail.
Gmail, good. Hotmail, yes. Is there any more? I'm not hearing you. Come again.
Outlook.
Outlook, great. Good. So those are some emails, types of emails that you can use to send messages or files via a computer network. Now, without the computer network, you can't send anything. So you must have internet in order to send an email. So what are some, all right? So the next thing now, search engine. The search engine, okay, so a search engine allows you to search for information, right? So anybody can give me some examples of a search engine? Here's some examples. Hello, I'm listening.
Bing me.
Bing, good. Bing is an example, yes. Excellent. Anything else?
Miss Chrome.
No.
Google search engine.
Come again?
Google.
Google, yes. Google is a search engine.
Firefox, miss.
Nope. Firefox is not a search engine.
Internet Explorer.
Nope. No. That's the problem. That's the issue some persons normally have. You're mixing up the internet software with the search engine.
Opera Mini be one, miss.
Pardon me?
Opera Mini.
I'm not hearing you.
Opera Mini, could that be one?
Yes, that is a software.
Okay.
All right, so listen. Now there's a difference between the search engine and the internet software. The internet software allows you to go to the search engine. So without the Chrome, you can't get on Google. Without Firefox, you can't get on Google. Without, right, Internet Explorer, you can't get on the search engines. You understand? The difference between the search engine and the internet software. So Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer. What is the newest internet software that are on computers now? Anybody think they can tell me? But did ever hear of Edge?
No, miss.
Yes, Miss, is on the
Right? It's on the laptop. Or
on the Windows 10.
Windows 10 of that one, yes. So that's an internet software. Without the internet software, you cannot go to the search engine. All right? So these are some examples of a search engine. We have Google, AOL Search, Lycos, Alta Vista, Hotbot, and Bing. So those are some search engines. And it is different from the internet softwares. Please do not mix up the two. Understand? I'm saying the internet software is different from our search engine. The internet softwares allows you to use the search engine, because if you can't go to Firefox, you can't go to Google without opening one of our internet softwares like Google Chrome and Firefox and so on. So without the internet software, it is a difference. There's a difference between the internet software and the search engine. The internet software allows you to go to the search engine. So the internet softwares are the examples: Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Edge, those are internet softwares. And those I have on the screen, there are some examples of search engines. All right,
Okay.
so don't mix up the two. All right, and that's basically it for that. Any questions? Are there any questions? Alex? Oh, Alex is on hold. Jabil, any questions?
This and the PowerPoint that you have presented, and we'll get up.
Everybody will get it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hill? Any questions? Latoya, any questions? Marsha?
No questions from me.
Sasha? Sashna?
Yes, Mrs. Sashna.
Any questions? Are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Nashawn? It's Nashana. Okay, so no questions, huh? All right. Who can name? Okay, so let's see now. Johnny, no, not Johnny. What's this? It's pronounced for me Hill. Miss Hill, can you pronounce your name for me, please? All right, let me go. I'm not hearing anything. Alex, can you name me for two input devices?
Two input devices.
Two. Give me two input devices.
That would be
Am I hearing you?
an external hard drive.
External hard drive and what else?
Mouse.
The mouse is right. The external hard drive is wrong. External hard drive. External hard drive is not an input. External hard drive is storage.
Storage.
Oh.
All right. Hard drive, when it's external or internal, is the same process it used for. Cleon, can I get two output devices, please?
Miss, I wasn't on class, so I'm going to just try. Miss, is the monitor one and the CPU one?
Monitor is one, CPU no. Think about out. Think about it giving out. Now listen carefully. Let me just make you know this. This call is a woman of time, and I do not wait. I don't spend the whole time waiting on class. Now, if I say 8 o'clock, I mean I want the class to start at 8 o'clock. Order from today, as I said before, we'll have classes every Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. and I'm expecting everybody to be on at 8 a.m. Not 8:30, not 9 o'clock, and not 9:30. If you come that time, you're going to be missing out because I'm going to start teaching because I am a woman of time. So we will just get that clear for everybody. I am not going to be waiting until when persons feel like to come to the class. I'm a woman of time and we have to cover, and I'm sticking to my deadlines. I'm sticking to my deadlines. Right, so we just all have to play the part, be on time for class, participate, and you'll be fine. The next question I will want to ask, see if you, from your memory, can anybody give me what are the major components of the computer? Who want to try that one? The major components of the computer.
Miss, the input device, miss.
That is one.
The central processing unit.
That is two.
The memory.
Yes, that is three.
Output devices.
Yes.
Storage devices.
What? That's excellent. Yeah, that's it. That is all five. Thank you very much. No. Next question. What is a processing cycle? Who next want to try that one? What is a processing cycle? What is a cycle? Latoya, want to try? What is the cycle of the computer? How the computer works? What's the process?
It input and process, and then you give out the output and then the storage.
Great, that's who? Sashna?
Yes, miss.
Okay, yes, excellent. It says I could have ready for the test already, and sooner bright already. I can begin the test right now, everybody pass, don't you? Let me see who else can answer. Let me see. What is the word peripheral mean?
Miss, any device connected to and under the control of the central processing unit.
What? Tell you? Thank you very much. All right. Who can give me, who else can, what are the two main types of softwares?
Read-only memory. And
software. Two main types of software, not I didn't say memory.
Miss, input and output.
Wrong. Two main types of software. Oh, input and output is not software.
operating system software and application software.
Thank you. Excellent. The operating system software and the application software. Those are the two main types of software. Great. Can you name me two operating system softwares? That's this is Marsha. Can you name me two operating system softwares? Jabil? I'm not hearing from them. Anybody want to try? Two operating system softwares. Come on, man. 2 operating system software.
Miss Microsoft Windows.
You have to be more specific.
iOS.
Huh? Come on, we spoke about this. Operating system software.
Miss, is it Microsoft Excel or
No,
Microsoft Word?
that's application software.
Miss,
Yes?
Linux operating system and Apple iOS.
Why are they giving me those things, man? We're talking computer operating system software. We talk about Windows 10, Windows 8, Windows 7. You don't forget all of that? Remember? Hello? Knock, knock. Windows 10, Windows 8, Windows 7. Right? Those are what I'm asking about. Those are the operating system softwares I'm asking about. What is an email? Go ahead, Alex. I hardly hearing you. Go again. Anybody else?
Miss,
Miss,
Hold on, Janelle. Let me hear from Sashna.
is the transmission of message and file by a computer network?
Okay, great. Okay, so I didn't discuss this, but let me ask. Can anybody give me the procedure of how to send an email with an attachment? How do you send an email with an attachment? What would you think is the process?
Miss, compose, Miss.
Right?
The subject, Miss. And then you type the information and then you attach the file.
You're missing something.
What I miss?
You're not sending it to anybody?
Yeah, miss, the email address, miss. Is then the subject. And you type what you're going to send the information about, miss, and then you attach the file and you send.
Thank you. Great. All right, so that's it for theory, basically. We won't have any theory per se like this again. So as I stated before, I will send you this information. I will also send you the link to the recording for today's class. So you will get that as well. I put my recordings on YouTube, so you will get the link for it, for the class. So you get the link, you'll get the the link for today's class. You'll also get the assignment, which we did done in pairs, and pairs meaning 2 people per group. And I will like the names of the pairs by the next class. Who are the persons? You put yourself in your pairs, please, and thank you. I am not putting persons in groups. So you pair up and you do the assignment that I'm going to be sending. And that will be, what's the date I stated for that assignment?
October 1st, Miss.
October 1st. And I am not taking any excuse, and I'm not giving any further deadline. I'm not pushing back anything. You have 2.5 weeks to do the assignment. That is more than enough time to do the assignment. It is due on the Friday, which is October 1st, and it's going to be uploaded to the Moodle site. One person for the group can upload it. One person for each group can upload the assignment. Right? So let me just get to something. I'm going to go to the Moodle site and show you what I am speaking about. All right, just a sec. Though my IT component is on the same platform with with everything else that you're doing. So I did not create a new platform for that. In order for persons to not be logging on onto so many things, I put my own under the same platform. So let me share my screen so that you can see what I'm speaking about. All right, so let me know when you're seeing the screen, please.
Yes, Miss.
All right, so this is with the Moodle platform, and it says, so what you should see now, when you log in, you go to My Courses, and then you'll see all the courses that you're linked to, right? So now you're doing Food and Beverage Level 2, and since Miss Allen teaches both part-time and full-time, both groups are using the same platform. So that's just an introduction to tell you what it's about. And you see the name of the unit at the top. So anything pertaining to the unit, so developer update food and beverage knowledge. That's one unit. You're doing that unit now, right?
Yes, Miss.
Right? So your test and so on will be under that. Developer update hospitality knowledge. You're supposed to do that test today, right?
Yes, Miss.
Right? It is open already. It will be open for the rest of the day. So you will have a 2-hour time span to do the test. So you will click on the link here where it says develop and update test full-time group. So you click on it and then you will start. Then you click. Then what will show it says attempt quiz, and then you attempt the quiz. Right? So that's what the test, it is under develop and update hospitality knowledge. And you click on the name of the test and you do your test. All right, so below that now, it is a carryout data, which is my unit. I have some quiz here, so you can practice. The assignment part where it says computer assignment is where it's going to be, the assignment is going to be uploaded. So you will click on the assignment, on the link, and then now, a matter of fact, let me just, what I'm going to do is log in as somebody right now first. So let me log in as Alex. Alex, I'm logging in as you, so that person, let me say that I'm seeing it from a student perspective. So this is what Alex will see once he's logged in, right? Once he's logged in, this is what you will see. Now, for the assignment part, if you get an assignment, you see the name of the assignment. Pardon me? Am I hearing?
I'm unable to see the screen.
Anybody else having that issue? All right, let me stop share and try and go again. Let me know when you're seeing the screen, please.
I'm seeing an icon.
You're seeing what?
I'm seeing like a small icon.
Small icon. You should be seeing the Moodle site.
No, I'm not seeing it at all, miss.
Anybody else?
Use the phone, miss.
Maybe the phone is the problem. All right, don't worry about it. This video will be sent to you. This site will be sent to you. One sec, please. Just give me a couple minutes. I'm in a 1 o'clock, please. Yes, okay, so is anybody else seeing the screen?
Yes, miss.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So where it says computer assignment, so I'm under Alex name. So where it says computer assignment, I click on it. Then you see add submission. So I click add submission. Then now you will attach the file. Up the top where it says, so you click on add file. And the part will come up when you're able to choose. You're going to be choosing the file. Just a sec, please. All right. Sometimes this site can give a little issue. So you can click on the add submission. Don't do me that this morning. How many persons in the class have a laptop working with?
Me, miss.
That's who.
I don't have any miss.
How you manage with assignments?
What I do is I would get the Microsoft Word on my phone and the what they call it, the slide, the Google Docs slide, and what I would do is use the internet at the same time, and then fashion, and then so I would research, and then what I would do, I would go on Microsoft Word on my phone and do the assignment. So that's what I've been doing from school start.
All right, but
It's a bit it's actually, I won't say it's easy because it's really difficult when you're trying to get everything neatly. So normally when I'm doing, for example, group project, what I would do, I would get the information on Microsoft Word, and then the person that I would be sending it to, they would use their laptop to just change the line spacing, because on my phone the line pace the line spacing can be wide and sometimes too short at times. So whatever correction or changes need to be made, somebody else in my group would do that on their laptop. So I would get the
all right.
information
So
and then
hear
they would
this now.
try
Let's
and
hear
get
this
it
now.
for me.
Hear this girl though. It's going to be very difficult for this course, for this unit, because this unit is a hands-on thing, right? It's a hands-on unit, meaning that there are things that it's going to be very difficult for you to not use a computer, right? Especially when it come on to exams and so on, it's going to be very difficult for you to be using phone. I'm going to tell you from now, it's going to be very difficult for you to use a phone, because these things are time bound, and therefore I don't think you're going to be able to fully function properly when you're doing like your exams, the IT exams, or any exams at all. So I don't know, to find a way to so that you can get your things done. This is a hands-on unit, and phone might not be very feasible to set up from now. So to find ways and means, if doing some of your things, test also, or other things, you might have to come to the institution to do so.
Okay, miss.
Because it's going to be difficult for you like to answer short answer questions on your phone, and then next thing your phone shut off. And one thing about the platform, once your phone shuts off and you come out of the test, it automatically closes you off and states that you're finished the exam. That's the thing about this platform. Alright, sorry, this system is kind of freezing. Alright. So once I go to the you click on the attachment file. All right, so I click on the attachment section, file submission. Okay, I'm waiting for sorry, it is not showing. It should come up where I can where to attach the file. Just a sec. Don't know why it's giving this problem. Let me come out of it. Or let me use anyway, once you look for the file, then and it's attached to in this section, you click Save Changes, and you're able to save your file. All right, good. So it says attachment, you browse, you look for the name of, you look for your file wherever it is. And then once you have uploaded it, so you look for the file, right? You click on open. Then once you do that, then you click upload this file, and then you click save changes. So that's how you will save a document on the file. If you have more than one file, what you can do is click on upload. Sorry. You browse for the file. So if you have more than one file, you can attach more than one. So you click your browse for the file. You browse for the file. Right? You upload it. So if you have more than one, you do that again now. Then you look for the next file. Again, you don't save anything until you attach all files. Then you click on upload, browse again. You look for the next file. Right? And you click upload this file. And then when you finish uploading all the files, you click on save changes. And that's how you upload a file into the Moodle site. All right, I'm not going to click save changes because I don't want to upload anything to that. All right, so that's the, I will be sending you the link to this class for today. I'll send you the link for every class. All right, so let me log out from Alex, and then The persons who are not able to log on, let me sort that out now. So who again said they couldn't get on? And please don't say me, miss. Please tell me the name. Hello?
Yes, I think it was Daniela and Georgia.
They're not online? They're not there?
I'm not sure, miss.
I'm not able to see you since I am sharing my screen.
I see
Here,
Daniela online.
let me stop sharing a sec. All right, let me go to the side. I'm in a class, so I'm just going to put it here. Okay. All right, so let me Georgia, I guess I'd say they couldn't log on. Georgia is online.
No, Georgia is not online.
Who else?
Daniela.
Who else is? I would have preferred that they once I give them the login or them can submit there, you know.
Let me try and call her, miss.
Because persons need to get on now.
I'm sorry, but the person.
It's not getting
All
her.
right, I will send her an email. So all right, so I was saw those. So and who is? They said Georgia and
Daniela.
what? I'm hearing about others, and I don't see them come to the class.
Georgia is coming back on, miss. Georgia is in now, miss.
Georgia,
Yes, miss.
can you try log back in, please? Using the
Give,
password change_me_12345 capital C.
all right, the password supposed to be change.
Change me. Start with a
Change
capital. Yes, _.
6. All right. Give me a
1,
minute.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Give me a minute.
And let me try Daniela now. Daniela is online. Daniela is online.
All right, miss. Miss?
Yes, I'm in listening.
I'm in. So
Okay.
I'm supposed to change the password now?
It is your choice. But the fact that you're in,
yes, miss.
That's it. That's the best thing. It's
All
your
right, so
choice.
that I'm not going to do the developmental update hospitality knowledge. Should I close it and wait till, or we're going to get another?
Your teacher will tell you the dates for the other tests. But I just want to make sure you can log in.
Okay.
Right? But today is developer update hospitality. That's
Yes.
today's test. All right.
Yes.
Daniela, I have her new password. Right, I will send additional information to Miss. So everybody who is on, who's here now, can get onto the Moodle site, right?
Yes, we never log out from this.
All right, good. So you have the test to do for Miss Allen today. It will be open until midnight. So you have until midnight. It is a 2-hour test. So therefore you will, so once you start, you have a 2-hour time span to complete the test. So do not log on 11 o'clock tonight, or it will lock on you at 12. So you have
something else.
within the day to do the test. Clear?
Okay, miss.
Miss,
Yes.
when I log on, miss, I'm gonna see what you did I show, miss.
Go to my courses and tell me what you see, please.
Oh, hold on.
Once you go to my courses, you should see the name of the course.
Oh, yes, miss. Come up now, miss.
Right. And then you scroll down and you look for the name of the test.
Thank you.
Sure. All right, so that is basically it for today's class. We will pick up next week, Wednesday. Next week, Wednesday, we will pick up for class, and as I stated before, I work with time, and I will appreciate persons coming on time for class. We start in the practical aspect next class. So full speed ahead. I will send all the information by the end of today pertaining to this class by the end of today. You'll get everything. All right, including the dates that I have stated earlier. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, do have a good day, rest of the day. And make sure you can pass the test. Please go and read up. Please note that you must know the map. You must know the map, the Jamaica map. That's just, I give you a little hint. You must know the Jamaica map that is coming on the test. One hint. All right? Okay, everybody?
Yes, Miss.
So do have a good day, and we will meet again next week, Wednesday, bright and early, on time. On time. All right, everybody, have a good day. Georgia, we're wrapping up. We're leaving now, all right? So we're finished.
Okay.